on Game Night, Lincoln, Chris, Nikki, and myself, Dave, are going to play Coal Baron, designed by Wolfgang Kramer and Michael Kiesling. It is a game for 2 to 4 players, and it is published by R&R Games.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, Nikki, my friend?
Could you teach us Coal Baron?
Could I ever?
All right.
So, Coal Baron is sort of a worker placement pickup delivery game. What is actually kind of neat about it is everything is very sort of streamlined and simplified as far as what you do and where you do it, and as you will see, it makes it very intuitive and kind of cool. We are basically owners of these coal factories, and we are trying to deliver coal. Okay? When it's your turn, we all have 13 workers to deal with. You get more workers in a 3-player game and even more in a 2-player game. And you start with different stuff in those as well. We start with 8 marks in this game, but you have more money based on the number of players. Okay. And on your turn, you are required to place at least 1 worker if you can. You're basically on your turn going to choose a spot on the board and activate it. Okay? So let me describe the spots for you now. These 3 spots over here are basically the bank. And going here will get you $6, $5, $4, $3. It's pretty simple. You just go there, boom. I get $6, now it's Lincoln's turn. All right? So that's what these spaces do. They just get you money. Okay? This is the only way you get money in the game. So if you need more money, and you will need more money, that's the only way you can get it. What you'll be using money for is to buy more of these mine carts. Okay? We all start the game with 4 mine carts already on our board, filled with 1 cube each of the 4 different coal. And the themed rules describe this coal as yellow coal, brown coal, gray coal, and black coal.
Okay.
All right? These never fill up again. So the only way you get more cubes is by buying mine carts. These come with cubes when you buy them. So if I were to buy this yellow mine cart, it would immediately when I placed it, put a cube on it. That's the only way you get more cubes. And once you empty that, it's empty for the rest of the game. Okay? Okay?
But you keep extending those cubes?
Correct. If I bought another yellow, it would go here or here. I'll explain in just a second. Yep. The coal is at 4 different levels in your mine, 1, 2, 3, and 4, as printed on your board. And that is also the cost of buying the mine cart. All right? Each yellow coal that you purchase in a cart costs you 1. And each brown costs 2, each gray costs 3, and black costs 4. So this would cost me $1. This would cost me $4 to put a black coal. This would cost me $8 because it comes with 2 black coal. Okay?
Right.
These are all 1s and 2s. There are no 3s. There's just 1s and 2s. Additionally, the mine shafts are either in the dark or in the light with lights on top.
Oh.
And it makes a difference because the light colored mine carts can only go on the light side of your mine. And the dark ones go on the dark side of your mine. Right. There's no electricity over here, and there is over here.
Could I get like a dark one, put it on the side, and then get somebody like an electrician to come in and add the lighting so I can use it?
That's the expansion. Okay? And you basically buy one of these by going here. If I went there, that would cost me $2. And you'll note the number is also on the little thing. Hey, this cost me $2. It's light, and I have to put it on the light side over here, and it is immediately replaced by a brand new tile. Okay? We'll get to that in a second.
I don't even know what it is, but I know there's something involved.
Okay, so this is money. This is where you spend money. This is the only place you spend money. All right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
To basically
That's a canary.
Put that there.
It is.
All right. Once you have stuff in your mine, you will need to basically mine it. And you do that by lowering your elevator, which we all have on our thing, to various levels, and loading cubes on your elevator. Okay? Your elevator has 5 spaces on it, so it can only hold 5 things. And it costs you essentially an action point to move the elevator to any level, to load a cube onto it, and to load a cube off of it. So going down any number of levels is 1. Okay? It doesn't matter where you go. So this would be 1, 2, 3 if I wanted to, 4, 5, 6. Note that it's the same 6 if I did it the other way.
Right.
But there will be times when that might not be the case. To get those actions, you go here. That will get you 10 actions, 8 actions, 6 actions, and 4 actions. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Okay. So and note that you will often not have enough actions to do everything that you want to do. That's okay. You'll just get actions later in the round because the game takes place over 3 time shifts. We're going to play 3 rounds, and a round ends when we all place our workers. And you will place all your workers because at the very least, you can always place a worker here in this little $1 bank spot for $1. Okay? All right.
$1.
So what are we doing? We're getting money. We're buying minecarts with cubes. We are moving up and down. We are trying to fulfill orders. Now, these are orders. We're going to start the game with some orders already. There's like a drafting thing that I haven't gotten into or done yet. We're just going to do it when we do it. But you will start the game with 3 orders, and these orders just need these cubes. And moving a cube from your elevator to an order is one of the actions that you can do. So if that's 1 action, that's 2 actions, that's 3 actions, that's 4 actions. Okay? A cube on a card is there permanently for the rest of the game until the card is filled. When the card is filled, the cubes all go back into the pool. But it cannot be moved from that card once it is on it. All right? Mm-hmm. You are allowed to, if you would like, move a cube to here for an action. It's a storage area. Let's say you don't have a card in which that cube goes on, but you want to get it off your elevator because your elevator only holds 5 spaces. You may then, for an action, move a cube from here to a future card that you might get at some point. So it's a waste of an action, but you can store a cube. Mm-hmm. Additionally, you can always take any 2 cubes and turn it into another cube. It costs you an action, of course, but 1, 2 can turn that into this black cube that I need. Okay? Mm-hmm. So it's again, at a cost of an action and a cube, but you get the color that you need. All right? That, you might do that. All of this is relatively tight. So obviously try to avoid that if you can. Try not to depend on that if you can. But if it gets you to fulfill a card, that's better than having the cubes. Because when you fulfill one of these cards and deliver it, you get this. These are victory points at the top. Mm-hmm. Okay? There are sort of 3 ways you get victory points in the game. This is one of them. Okay. All right. So, hey, I have a card that's filled. Oh, and I've sort of done this wrong for purposes of my best instruction. Let's just get another, here we go. So let's say I have all 3 of these filled. So now I want to deliver them. The cards have 4 methods of delivery. Mm-hmm. Okay? There's this little coal cart, there's a horse and cart, there's a truck, and there's a train. And it will not surprise you to learn that to deliver one of these things, you must place a worker placement in one of the appropriate spots. That allows you to deliver all filled cards you have of that delivery type. So this would allow me to deliver this truck for 4 points. And what I would do is I would get rid of these cubes, and I would take this card, and I would put it like face down over here, or face down down here. You basically save the card, or no, I'm sorry, face, okay. I believe the game says face down.
Okay.
But there's like a memory element to it, so we always play them face up because it's sort of silly otherwise. So basically just keep them face up somewhere on your board to say this is delivered, and you'll see why when we get to it.
I'm betting majorities.
That is correct. If I were to go here, I could deliver both of these because they're both of the same type. Now, if this didn't have a cube, then I couldn't obviously deliver it. But so there's something to be said for waiting to deliver a type if you can get multiple cards in one go. Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So money to buy this stuff, using actions to bring it out. Those go on the cards, and I didn't explain it, but it stands to reason. Hey, look, there's 4 cards on the board.
Hey.
You get more cards. If you want this card, you go here and you just take it. Doesn't cost you anything. You just draft it. A new card fills in right away. All right? So these 4 cards are available. They won't be these 4 because, as you'll see from the beginning. Okay. When we have placed all of our stuff and when the day shift is over, we will then score majority bonuses based on what shift it is. In the first phase, we're going to score these 4 majority bonuses. Whoever has the most yellow cube symbols on their delivered cards. So in this case, I have 3 because I delivered this. I might have none, because this card has not been delivered yet. So right now I have 0 yellow symbols. It's only the ones you have delivered and that you scored and that are done. Okay? Whoever has the most of those scores 2 points. The next most scores 1. Ties are friendly, so if 2 people tie for the most, they each score 2, but then there's no second place. If 2 second places are tied, they each score the 1. Then the most brown score 3, and the most gray score 4, and the most black score 5, with a bonus of 2 and 2 for second place. End of phase, on to phase 2. We all take our workers back, we do it all again. At the end of phase 2, we will once again start from here and score these again. Plus, we will score these. Whoever has delivered the most deliveries with this cart icon on it will 6. The next will be 3. Okay? And then at the end of the game, we will do one final scoring, where we will start again from here. These will shift as the game goes on. But they are important, and you should not forget them. Okay? There's a lot of points to be made from cards. You could easily score half your points, or even more than half your points from here. A little harder in a 4-player game, but in the 2 or 3-player game, you will often score more points here than you will for these cards, depending.
Sure.
This is, again, most number of these cubes. This is most delivery of this type. This is who has the most spaces, empty mind spaces on their board of this type. Okay? So this means I now have, and this is delivered, I have 3 black spaces for purposes of this bonus.
Right.
Okay? Yes, you sound like you have a question.
I'll wait till you're done. I got a couple of questions.
Okay.
We'll see if you address them.
Okay. Additionally, at the end of the game, every $5 you have is worth a point. It's all on the bottom of your elevator. All right? Any 3 cubes that you still have that have not been delivered are a point, regardless of color. Any undelivered card is worth a negative point. And then this is the balance thing. So when we're done, you're going to look at the light side of your mind, and you're going to look at the dark side of your mind, and whatever the difference is in number of tiles, you subtract 2 points per.
That's one of my questions.
That's not horrifically bad. You're not going to probably win or lose this game by 2 points, and of course, I always, when I say that, well, now the game
It's
is
going to happen
razor
that way.
tight, whatever.
Yeah.
So it is something you definitely want to pay attention to, but don't go crazy about it, because if there's something that can score you a lot of points, but you're going to lose 2 in the process, you shouldn't worry about it. This is what makes this game cool to me. So, when you want to place a worker, you can go in any space on the board as long as you can place a number of workers that is equal to the number of workers in the space already plus 1. So, if I want to go here and take 10 points, there are 0 places in there, so there is 0 plus 1 is 1, I can go there. If Lincoln wants to go there, he has to place 2. You take mine away, and you move it over here.
To the dollar zone?
Just out of, somewhere on the board. Actually, you move it to this, I'm sorry, it's the cafeteria.
Okay.
Okay.
Lunchtime.
So now anyone that wants to go there places 3. You are not allowed to jump place. So you can't place 4.
arbitrarily increase
Correct. Additionally, this is the same for me. Let's say I go there and you do this and you do this. Now it's back to me.
You
And
want
I
it
want
again.
10 more actions. I can get them. I just move me off and I place 2 more workers there. The color of the piece there doesn't make any difference. It's just whatever piece is there, you move it away and clear the space on the board and then add 1 more than was previously there. So as long as you have enough workers, you can do whatever you want. You are not allowed to place a worker on an action space on the board that you cannot take. If I don't have $8, I cannot go there. Okay?
Okay.
If I do not have a truck to deliver, I cannot go there. Okay?
Yep.
This is why you will maybe place a worker at the end of the game and the round for $1 on the bank, because there might not be a legal space for you to go, or one that you want to go, right?
Right.
You might not want to draft a card, you might not want to. There are 2 special spaces on the board that I have not explained. I'll explain them now. If you go here, instead of taking one of the 8 face up, you take the top 5 from the deck. You look at them. You buy the one you want. You are not required in this move to buy one of these. Okay? That's the only exception to that rule. You take the other 4, reorder them in any way you want, and put them either on the top or the bottom of the deck. Okay? So there's that space. And again, that works like any other space. Anyone can then go there again. And similarly, same thing here. if you go there, you take the top 5 orders from the deck.
Mm-hmm.
You draft the one you want. You take the other 4. You put them in any order, either on the top or the bottom of the deck, instead of the ones that are available.
Right.
Okay. Note that when you say go here and take this, the fill-in is going to be there.
Right.
And it will likely, more often not, be something people want, because once we get the things we want from here, the rest kind of gum up the place.
Right.
These don't ever get wiped away at the end of the round or anything. They just stay there till they go away.
No.
The game goes 3 rounds, and at the end of the 3 rounds, whoever has the most points wins. There's one more thing that I didn't say, and it's actually important, and it's one of those things I always forget. So, the start player for the first round is determined randomly. Go ahead and pick one of those. All right, and please do that again. And that's me. The start player for all subsequent rounds is whoever has the most workers here in this little mine area place. I don't know why that is, but it is. In the event of a tie, it moves from whoever has it to the next person.
Around, yeah.
So if I'm tied with someone else, I will not be the start player again.
Right.
Does that make sense?
And the look in the deck space counts as part of that area.
Yes.
Okay.
And understand that that's malleable, because if I go here to take that tile, I remove 2 of Chris's and I add 3 of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really want to be start player, and late in the game you might want to be start player because you want that 10 actions, or you want to deliver your trucks before someone else delivers their trucks, and you don't want it to cost you as many workers.
Right.
What I like about this game is you can never really get locked out till near the end of the round when you're down to fewer workers. But for the most part, you can almost always do the thing you want to do. It just might cost you more than you want to spend. And that's the balance of this game, is trying to figure that out. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so here's how the beginning of the game works. In a 4-player game, we're going to put 13 of these cards out, and then we're going to draft 3. I think it starts immediately with you, Chris, and goes
And
backwards.
just continues to go backwards.
Correct. And then the 3 cards, or the 4 cards that remain that we don't pick, become the array. Make sense?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're right. I misexplained. We're each going to draft 3 cards. There'll be 1 left. It will go here, and then we'll fill in 3. So the last 3 will be random. You won't know what they
That
were.
works out perfect.
But we do go counterclockwise, starting from Chris, since I'm the start player. So you will get first pick,
Okay.
but then I will go first.
Sorry, man.
It's all right.
My men are all over the place. Take this one.
Okay.
I'd like that 9 with the black.
This one?
Yeah.
Like, here's a train with just 1 yellow cube on it, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
That goes on this side. Yes?
Yes, those are yet to be delivered.
I will take this one.
Okay,
Excellent choice.
I will take this. Done.
Take this one.
4 with the gray coal.
We might as well just be parrots.
The gray 7. The gray 7.
Gray 7 standing by.
Let's see how you are, Dave.
Well, so these are the only ones of these out there, so I took them. Okay? They are the second lowest scoring, and they are the lowest scoring cubes.
Okay.
So that might not be necessarily great for me, and this is not necessarily great doubling up on one color. I mean, like that.
And just for the record, you're already a pain.
Ooh.
But this allows me to probably go here without worrying about you guys, because
Right.
you're not legally allowed to go there unless you can fulfill that action. So part of the reason I did that was because of that.
Okay. I'd like that 5 black.
The gray 9.
Oof. Well, I certainly don't want more yellow, so I will take this.
I got a lot of gray, so.
Okay, so I will take these 2 yellow while I
Yeah,
can.
you will.
Yeah.
So that cost me $2, because yellow is $1 a piece, and I spent $2, and these come with cubes at the end. Oh, and this fills in right away. Sorry, apologize.
So now, I mean, we wouldn't because that's there. But if someone wanted this one, they'd put 2.
They would move me
Workers
off to the
down.
they would send me to the cafeteria to get something to eat, and then they would put 2 workers
Now,
down.
if no one, it comes to your turn and no one bumps you, do you?
I'm done with that worker for the rest of this round.
Okay. You just
But
have to
then
know
you
that.
could go there on
But
his
I could
next
go there again myself. Oh.
Brown.
Do you spend $3 for that, please?
No. Yeah.
And it comes with a cube.
Me?
C.
Si, senor.
Yes. $6. Take it.
Please.
turn. I'll take 5.
Yes. I will take 10 actions. So
Tenactin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
So are you technically supposed to store your extra men over here? Is that
Oh
that is?
yeah, that's what that's for. No, you're supposed to store them here. That's what that's
Right.
for.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Chris had it.
Give me $4 change.
Sure.
Oops.
Would you like that in 2s,
Sure.
sir?
Doesn't really matter.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Quarters.
I would like that.
That costs $8.
No problem.
It comes with these 2 black coal. Go ahead and put that on the light side of your mind, and this fills in.
And I'm gonna take another $4.
Light.
I will take $6. Can you please bump white for me and hand me $6?
I'm gonna go eat.
Keep forgetting you can do that. That does make the
Yep.
money calculations somewhat different.
Yep.
Cafeteria.
10 actions.
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9.
Nope. Each
Oh,
cube
one-
is an
just
action.
one per
9,
cube.
10.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah,
So I have a suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to 10. So go back, take your cube back. 9.
Mm-hmm.
And go back down to where the brown is, the gray. And
Take
spend the other action while you're there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you go back up, basically. That's 10 to go up, right?
Right.
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
10. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yep.
Because since you can't do it without
Yep,
doing
yep.
it again,
Yep.
and since you have a space for it, you're always better off doing it.
Yep.
Then spending 2 more actions.
I didn't do that because I didn't have space for these.
Right.
And I,
you might
and I
not-
didn't want to wait, and I want to take the 10 because
Well,
10
you didn't
got...
need your black up there. It would be a suboptimal move
Correct.
to the shack. or
Correct.
whatever.
Well,
So
he could just leave it on the elevator.
I did, but I didn't. Mostly I wanted to take the 10 before someone else did.
Sure.
All right, Nikki P.
Okay. Here we go. We can fight you for that or just take 8.
Yeah, 3 for 10 is usually a bad deal unless you desperately need exactly 10 to do everything you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're very likely to get 12 probably for just 2.
Well,
Or at the very
Or
least,
14 for
3 for
3.
16 if
Yeah.
you go on the 8 again,
Right.
right?
so 8.
Sure.
And then my elevator starts at the bottom.
Nope, that's 1.
That's 1.
Moving to any level is 1 action.
Okay.
1 point.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep.
6,
Yep.
and then to the top is 8.
7.
That's 7.
7,
Yep. And then 1 more.
8. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So you only need 3 more actions now to
unload the.
unload
To
those.
unload.
So if the 4 is available for you and you take it, you can go 1, 2, 3, and then lower the elevator to where you want it to be for later.
Right.
So you didn't even need 10 actions. What you really needed was 12 actions.
It's going to be $2.
Ooh.
The heck are the gray cards?
That's
Is this
exactly
this?
what my question
brown.
is.
3.
You can always go here,
Me
remember,
too.
Yeah.
and look at the top 5. As a guy that needs 2 browns, the question is, do I want to spend that money? Money is crazy tight. That would cost me $4. I'll do it.
It's too tight to mention.
$1 change, please.
Certainly.
And this fills in here. Hey, there you go. 6 actions. A 1. A 2. A 3. A 4. A 5. Now you can move your elevator if you want. So If you think you're gonna get gray next,
Yeah,
you should move it to the gray level.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
I was gonna do that. So we are just parrots.
4.
4 actions.
Right.
Yep.
1,
Yep.
2,
Yep.
3.
You go brown. Nikki's trouble.
Am I trouble? I always look like trouble at the
Right,
beginning of the game, and then no. By the end, no, don't worry.
So let me just point this out, and then I won't bring this up again. So interestingly enough, none of us are sort of blocked by the others yet. The only thing that could be trouble is the trains. But right now, Nikki, you don't have to worry about someone making you spend more workers to go to the van because you're the only one that can deliver a van right now. Just like I'm the only one that can deliver this horse right now.
Yeah.
And Lincoln is the only one that can deliver that cart right now.
Oh, I should have put it on there, but it's fine.
Go ahead
In
and
other
change-
words,
go ahead and change it.
cart-wise.
But it doesn't matter because it depends on when you think you're going to deliver the cart. If you want to do it this round, trust me, with the workers you have, you will likely not be able to get that. Because in addition to the actions, you need to always make sure you have a worker to go here.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make sense? You might be able to do it.
Probably not.
Boo. Okay, so that cost $6.
Which I just happened to hit.
Oh, those were 3 each.
Yeah. Brown. But that said, I don't have any problem if you want to rewind that, move it to there. Doesn't bother me in the least.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try, but I don't know that you're.
Okay.
You guys may be right.
It's a balance thing, right? Because if you don't, it's my turn. If you don't make that by this round, then you won't get any of these bonuses.
Right.
Which, by the way, is not bad. It's very likely when you play this game that you don't get any of these bonuses round 1 because you don't necessarily deliver anything.
Right.
Because you're doing what you're trying to do, which was to sort of maximize everything.
Cafeteria.
So if you run out of
Nom,
cards,
nom, nom, nom.
you're skipped smoothly, and everybody else keeps going until they run out of
Correct.
cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Bazooka. Is a boo. 8.
Hmm.
$3,
Certainly.
please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well,
Take the top 5 orders, secretly choose one order from the remaining 5. So you have to take it. This is the only one. You must take an order if you do that. You don't have to do this because this requires you to spend money.
Which you may
And
not have.
yeah. Well, you might have money to buy the thing you don't want, so the game doesn't force you to do that. So you do have to take one of those.
Okay.
You
When
could
you're
even
right
not
there.
have enough money to buy any of them, depending.
So go ahead and just put it face up. You just
right.
draft it.
Yes. I
Now
was
you-
waiting for you to stop.
Yep. Now decide if you want. You can put the other 4 in any order you want,
Oh.
and they can go either the top or the bottom of the deck. If you're going to put them on the bottom of the deck, then don't worry about the order.
Yeah.
It just depends on if you want them to come out or not.
For other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Bottom
Or
of the
yourself.
Okay.
bottom of the deck.
We're never going to get to those cards on the bottom of the deck.
Right.
Oh, really?
So yeah, this in every game I've ever played, we've never gotten through this deck.
Okay, Chris.
Yep.
It's tough. If you're lucky, you'll get 8 or 9 of these orders out.
I think.
Therefore, you smell.
Ooh, hugger.
This is. I was thinking this is a very Euro game, and it's been a while since I've sat down and
10
played a
actions.
very
Yep.
Euro.
So, 1. Oh, I can only do 5 though.
Yes.
It's different.
And that's the other thing I love. I love that there's not like you can buy an elevator expansion and make it bigger, right? No, there's a lot of games where you have a thing,
Yeah.
but then you can upgrade
4.
stuff. I love that you can't do that here.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Cool.
Odd, but done. I will take this card.
Yeah.
New card fills in.
The points are going to be scored anyway. I'm looking at majorities.
Yep. Top 5. Wait. You got one too many? Okay. And then there's the whole thing for figuring out what you want on the top or the bottom. Tar
So
pits.
this was the new one.
Yes. He got what he wanted. That cost $3. And figure out if you want them on the top or the bottom.
Bottom, I don't really. Oops.
So,
You made that stack big and it just...
They're
On the bottom?
bendy,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
They're a little warpy.
Okay, so I have to pay 3.
Yep, and it comes with a cube. There you go. Nikki P.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That costs $1.
Okay.
It comes with that cube right there.
On the light side.
Chris Johnson, if that's your real name. Are you going
How big a jerk face are you, Dave? So Dave is exactly that much of a jerk face.
to... I can do it anyway.
Right, but otherwise, if you do that, you block me from doing any deliveries at all.
No, I don't. You just put 2 cubes there.
No, because
You
if
put
I
2
take
workers there.
right, but if I take the actions to get the rest of my cubes up this round,
Oh, I mean, if you did that first.
right,
To be honest with you, I forgot that was a train.
fair enough.
I would have...
But you would have remembered at some point.
Right, but the point is, I would never have done this. I would have done this last turn.
Right.
I thought these were all horse carts. I just
Gotcha.
totally thought that was a train. I'm
Fair
done.
enough.
I'm basically done.
So I'm doing that, and these go back, and these come over to here.
Delivery.
So I feel stupid.
Yeah.
And you score 7 victory points.
Ooh,
7 points for Chris.
In front of you.
Oh, of course.
We can deal with it. Okay.
I literally was like, okay, this worker will deliver these 2. In my head.
Right.
So I'm done.
That's what I was doing, and that's what I came to. Oh,
I let you in.
I can let Nikki go, but Dave's gonna screw me.
I let you in, and I should not have let you in.
Because you want to get those 2 yellow cubes out.
I do.
All right, well, since I screwed up, I will go back to my original plan and take $5, please. Can you put me in the $5 spot?
Break time. $4.
Did you get your $5?
Yeah, I took it.
Okay.
Lincoln needs to get 4, though.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to be prepared.
Give me 1 more.
Chris, I'm so dumb.
Nikki P.
Do I do that or that?
No.
That is the question.
Probably that.
Eek.
You
Ooh, or maybe that. 8 more actions.
I don't know.
All right.
That was a good thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Off the top.
6, 7,
And do you want to unload that one?
8.
Okay, she does. Just empty your elevator.
What
It's
do we
mine.
do?
As the guy who's played the game before, I got no one to blame.
Exactly. I'll go there, draft that card, fresh one.
7 points for me.
I couldn't do it though.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You've got 3. You can still do it.
Yeah, whatever.
I can do what I want.
It would have been better
Yep,
if you had not done that.
of course.
Of course.
It would have been even better if I'd done it before Chris did,
Yes.
but I messed up. But you still could have done it. I don't understand what your thing was.
Well,
you just had other things you wanted to do still?
Right, I couldn't get the cubes out to
Oh,
do it.
correct. But you were always, as long as you ignore those cubes, you were always going to be able to get that
Absolutely.
train out.
Right.
So all I did was spend 1 worker more than, I cost myself $1, and I maybe gave you $1. So we'll see what happens. You were 1 here before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels like something should happen with those guys.
In the
Like-
cafeteria.
Yeah, like that should
On the
be,
top of the bomb.
That should be the
Just because I don't want to think about it.
Okay, I like it.
that should be the start player or something.
Yeah, this part has always felt a little slightly randomy to me. Like there had to be some reason
$1
to.
change.
What did you buy?
1 gray.
There you go.
1 gray cube.
It always felt a little odd to me.
Well, David.
You got 3 workers.
Yeah, but you also have a truck that you were.
I can't deliver it. There's no cube on it.
But eventually there will be.
Right, but
Not this turn.
But not this turn, right?
Why?
No, because
Look at his pile. He has no. None
I
of
have no
these.
more workers.
Oh, you have no more workers.
No, and even
okay.
if I yeah.
All right.
But yeah, and it doesn't matter this round because we're only looking at the cubes we've delivered.
Well, here's the deal
As
though.
opposed to the
If you
vehicles.
deliver the trucks instead of the trains, you could get 5 points for your blacks,
Right.
as opposed to
1 point for the yellows.
right.
1 point.
So you're actually better off delivering the trucks points wise
Yeah.
for bonus points. Does that make sense?
Bonus. Okay. Truck.
Plus, you still have 2 things to do stuff with.
So these 2 are
That's
getting
14
delivered.
victory points.
Nice.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, those Those cubes go back in the thing, in the reserve. Those cards are over there. So yeah, these are supposed to be face down, I think, according to the rules. That seems bad to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on how you like to play games. I don't think it's that big a deal, but if you're going to treat it as a heavy Kramer Kiesling, you definitely want to face up.
It's on you.
So you can make better choices, yeah.
I would agree. So let me remind you once again, most over here will be the start player next round.
Yep.
So currently Chris is the start player.
No.
Yes.
It's Lincoln.
No, you have 4 and he has 3.
Oh, right. I don't know why I was reading that as 3, but you are correct. So, yeah.
No, you have the cards. I have no more. Lincoln? Or carts. 19 or just that? Yeah.
Because there's none
Oh,
there.
10. Got it. Thank you. 10 victory points.
And these just...
They go back in the refrigerator.
All right, here we go. Go.
$3.
$3.
And Lincoln's got one guy.
That's
left.
another reason not to have gone there, right? You're going to make more points for those, and you got $3 more.
This
It is
Yes.
Delicate Tower.
terrible.
It's
And
terrible.
I swore I wasn't going to do this, but I'm taking $1.
So that's what I was wondering. That's what seemed to me like
Money's
it might
tight.
be worth it. I mean, $1's not terrible, but
The question is, do you want to buy a single black?
yeah.
Like, you don't have any room for black right
I don't
now.
even need black at this point in time,
Right.
but I might need black.
Well, part of it
it's
is
also all your money.
part of it is trying to look
chains.
ahead. For example, right now in the black cubes bonus game for the end of the game, Nikki's got 3 to everybody else's. You're 1, so you're going to score second place. Chris is not producing any black. I'm not producing any black, so you don't even have anyone fighting you right now for that.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So these aren't even that interesting to you right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
You might score this 2 points 3 times if we don't ever get on the ball, and we may or may not. A lot of it depends sometimes as if black comes up with the vehicle that we want. I mean, there's all kinds of things in this game that are neat. If you don't like any of these, I don't think Start Player is as valuable to you right now as $1.
Right, $1 is definitely good.
If you're $1 short later, you're going to feel bad about it.
A day later. No, I won't.
Okay, so that's the end of this phase, so we start here. So the most delivered yellow is, Chris has 1,
Oh, wow.
and Lincoln has 1. So you each score 2 points, because ties are friendly.
Sweet.
So 2 for red and 2 for
Interesting.
Blue.
We don't have anything of our color here.
right.
No.
Once we've spent everything.
Right. Okay.
You do on your board, actually.
Most
Oh, yeah,
brown.
yeah.
Your boards are
Oh.
color
Yeah, we
coded.
got the wrong ones there.
Oh, we did? Oh, you're right. Most brown is me. So I get 3, and you have the most, Chris, or who's
I
that?
have the second most,
1, 2,
yes.
3. So Chris gets a point for having the second most, correct?
Mhm.
No, and
I have
Lincoln.
Brown too.
You guys each get a point.
Look at you two.
No, I've got 2. He's only got 1.
Okay,
Ah,
sorry.
sorry. Thank you. Most gray,
Not me.
none.
It's Lincoln.
1. There you go. Look at that. 4 points
Didn't
all by
get
your
it yet.
lonesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the beauty of that 10 if you can get it out in the very first round. You will never get that again, but you get it right away. Nikki has the most black for 5.
She's white?
Yes.
White. I'm white.
5. And then you have 1, so you get 2. 1, 2. All right, so that's the end of this phase. We're going to score here now. These come back. Chris is the new start player. Everybody take your workers back. And we're on round 2 of 3. That's how fast this game goes.
Oh yeah, in this part too.
Well, it's all over. It's all these
Yeah, yeah,
things.
no, I
Every
saw that,
indicator's
but
there.
then I just noticed it's
At
here
the end
too.
of this round, we're also going to be doing these vehicle delivery bonuses.
Vehicular.
Right.
It's going to be $4.
Regular price.
$4, $4, $4.
Can you get two brown coal, please?
Brown coal.
Dave's coming for you.
Card.
He is
Actually,
coming
he's all
for
by
me.
himself.
Well, I need something to get rid of this, right? It's not necessarily great because I still have to get these. I didn't mean to talk you into that.
No. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to go for that and have some cash because it's kind of rough.
Yep.
You know, I had to do that several times because I'm drawing and I have no idea what I'm getting.
You were hoping to get the thing. Usually 5 tiles get you at least something that you want.
Yeah, but what if I only had $4 and what if
Oh,
I got
yes.
the 2 gray?
Right,
Right,
and you
So I
want
had to go for more money.
Yep, makes
and
sense.
I'm like, okay, well, I got to go for more money.
Uh-huh.
And as it turns out, I could have done that and potentially filled a second card, but I wasn't sure how that would work out.
And that's what's cool about this game. We'll talk about this game. She wants
1,
She
2,
really wants something.
3, 4, 5.
Yep.
I want all the parts to fall into place. That's what I want.
You're greedy.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say is you are a greedy Gus.
There's actually a good tension in this game.
I know, isn't it nice?
It's not super strong, but there's a definite
Right,
tug
because
of-
it's streamlined.
yeah.
Right? It's like a family version of a more chewy placement game.
There it is.
There you go.
On the top or the bottom and in one
Yeah,
order.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Once
look
again,
at her.
say boo.
Luckily, she's directly upstream of you.
Yeah, so that helps.
That's sarcasm.
Yes, I know.
On the bottom.
On the bottom.
I'll take 10 actions, says Chris.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll go here.
Sure.
Come on, what I want. No, no, no. Ugh. Why do I play this game?
I don't know. Why do you play any game, Dave?
Because I like it, but ugh, that is so not what I wanted. Okay. I'll buy that for 6.
I got it.
And you can go if you want, Link, while I figure out, unless you're going the same place, while I figure out whether I want to put these on the top or on the bottom. I am going to put them on the top. But suffice to say, the tile I really wanted was not there.
Yeah, that happens.
Boy, does it. It's kind of nuts how that happens.
Yeah, I mean, if I was playing this game seriously, I'd want to go through the card deck, like
And
see
see.
what the distribution is, like
Okay.
see if there's anything significant there, and then
When,
go through the.
let me know when you do that, and then I'm never playing with you.
Yeah. Well, I don't do it for specific knowledge. I do it for the general impression of.
I know. It's a gamer thing. I got no problem with that.
There we go.
$1.
$1, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Quick. That's one fewer tile you have to worry
Thank
about.
you, and a little QB for it.
There you go.
Yeah, but you want that double yellow.
So I'm delivering.
I wanted to make
trains
sure there was a double yellow out, right?
for 9
Trains.
points.
Okay. For blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's the cubes.
Okay. I will go here. I'm gonna go yellow crazy. Probably be my undoing.
No, you could win on those 2 points.
$2. And it comes with 2 yellow cubes. Hey, look, more yellow.
Thank you. It's almost like you knew
Me?
what was coming.
Yep.
Boop.
$4. Hey, look, 2 yellow.
It's a shocker.
So it even didn't matter, Link. Like, everything I looked at was yellow for the
Could
most
I get a
part.
black cube?
Yeah.
$5.
Oh, you took $5?
Uh-huh.
I will spend $2 for these. Three change, please. Nope.
Oop,
Bent
bending
my-
the bill.
Bending the bills. I bent my bills. Yeah,
Oh, you too.
yeah.
You gave it to me.
We need a
5
new
cards. Oh. Yeah, that would have been good before I did it,
Well,
but that's
don't.
okay. No,
Hold
it's
on, you
okay,
don't
it's
even
okay.
have those yet.
It's okay.
If you need that, do it.
Yeah.
I don't need a black right now. Hoping
And it's
something good
$8.
comes in here.
Yeah, and it's $8.
Bottom.
Bottom.
Okay.
Boo.
Oh, yeah.
I said boo.
Yep.
So that's $3.
That's-
And she gets a great cube.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Extra worker, no problem.
Yeah. It's even on the right side, the lighted side. Just what you needed.
Can I get the next 5 tiles, please? Since I think we've now gone through Dave's tiles.
Oh, we have. It was literally... All I was trying to find was brown. It was 4 yellows and a black. Or 3 yellows, a green, and black. I will take 8 of the movement excitements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Top or bottom?
On the top, please.
On the top.
Tippity top.
And that's going to be $6. And can I get 2 gray cubes, please?
Yes, you can. Those are for you. Don't give me the money. You're the banker.
That's true.
2, a 3, 4, 4, 5, 6.
Your turn.
I wanted that 6. I thought I might get it for cheap.
Go have a lunch break. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Boop. 8, 9. I know. 10. So close.
Yeah. The 4 will likely be available to you.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
Boo!
1,
I don't like you anymore.
2, 3, 4.
I do not like you.
Sorry, man.
All right. Well, in that case, I will just go here for $4. Since that was my backup plan. If you took the 4. I was doing a thing that got me 4 either way.
Right.
I didn't even realize I needed the 4 till I said to Nikki the 4 would likely be available. And then I'm like, oh, wait.
Hey.
I could just do 4 and I'd probably be okay.
Yeah. May I say boo, sir?
Well, it sucks because I really need something and I don't know what it's going to be.
It's not the first 4 of those.
Ah.
I do need that one.
On the top or the bottom, sir?
Bottom, I don't know.
Yes.
No,
Dun.
bottom.
Boo.
Dun.
You definitely want to put them on the bottom because Chris clearly likes them.
Yeah.
Oh.
That costs $3.
That's going to leave a mark.
What kind of mark?
Do you need change? No. No change. Okay. 4. Also, I can put that there.
1.
1.
You could move your elevator again if you
I
wanted.
know, I'm thinking. Just go all the way down to the bottom.
Or
You
do
never
think
know.
Do you think you pick up lag again? I mean, you can either go here again, which would cost you 3 of your workers, or you can pick one of these up next. Do you think you're going to get one of these next? And if you do, move your elevator to that spot.
When do we get dinged for the minus?
Not-
End of the game. Very end of the game. And remember, each of these is -1 that you don't make. But every 3 cubes is a thing. And by I say make, I mean deliver. Even if this is filled, but I don't
Right.
deliver it, it's -1.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln cares only a little bit, so taking the 8. Yeah, I guess so.
So for what it's
1,
go ahead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I didn't think about the time. For what it's worth, if you were only going to take one of those 4 actions, you should have just taken the 8.
Why?
Because it blocks it
To
for
punish.
us, right?
Although
Oh.
well, no, you can always just zip your elevator up
Right.
ahead to consume the
Right.
extra moves.
Does that make
Oh,
sense?
that could affect the parity, I guess. but
Yeah, I
whatever.
guess you're right.
It wouldn't have mattered. It helped Chris more than it helped me. Because I only need 4 actions to do the thing I want to do. I will get, but you basically gave us each extra action. Does that make sense?
Oh, I didn't need to bring the black cube up. That was just bonus.
But you still did.
Yeah.
No, but if she goes on the 8 and you, oh, I see what you're saying. That was set. Got it. I will take 6.
That was 2 extra moves. I would have been perfectly happy with the 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, what do I care about this stupid gray cube? Do I care? 4, 5. Zaga. Where are those? I guess we're all looking for them. 4, 5.
What's everybody looking for?
I'm just looking for love, Nikki. 6.
Yeah.
Are we all really?
I'll just go where that cube is. I'll need it at some point, I would hope.
Done?
Yes.
I really don't have much I can do, so I might as well spend the money. Or the people's.
Spend the people.
Well,
1,
again, same thing.
3, 4.
Again,
Do you
same
wanna
thing.
hurt
You might as well
them?
get more actions,
Might as well
right?
take the 10 rather than the 4.
Oh yeah, it's true. Go ahead and do it.
Okay.
It's all the same cost.
No, but you can.
5, 6, 7.
7. Go up 7 because you didn't have to spend an extra action to go back. So you
Right.
still are. You still have 3 more.
8, 9.
Right.
And then wherever you think you're going to end up.
And again,
Now it's more expensive if
right.
someone wanted to.
If someone wants to,
No, but
Just
still
to-
Dave might. But
If this is a little late, as a reminder, I apologize. Remember, any 2 cubes can be a single color of a different cube.
oh, that's right.
Okay.
Ah. Right.
Yeah.
You did say that, but it
But you do
doesn't-
forget.
Yeah.
I'm reminding you because I only just remembered. Part of the reason I'm picking this up is I might be able to turn this and something else into that brown, because brown is not coming up.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It was.
Yeah, I know.
Brown note.
Yeah.
They're in there, but
Well, there
Well,
was
you
a
just
bunch.
buried 4 of them.
oh, that's awesome.
So I looked over. I'm like, oh, Dave wants those, and then
Right.
No, I wanted those.
Both
And,
you
and
guys
here's the
do.
other thing: if you turn, say, 2
I
yellow
wouldn't
cubes
mind
into something, that also only costs you $2.
Some brown
Right.
either.
2 yellows into a black is
Yeah.
cost efficient.
Yes, but-
I
But
should
it's
have been
turn.
thinking of
I'm
It's not
fighting
turn
him
efficient.
on
My turn
this
would've gone-
for
my
the
route
majority
would've gone
there.
differently if I'd been thinking of
Sure,
that.
I forgot to.
Okay.
It's right here at the top of your
That's what I
mind.
did. Yeah,
but
no, it's there.
My workers are working.
Train.
Train.
Okay.
Choo choo.
How many points did you deliver? All 3 of those, right?
All 3 of
So
them.
17 points for white. 36 is what I meant. Thank God I'm not in charge of that anymore. It's on your side now.
All right.
All right, Chris Johnson, if that's your real name.
Here's where Lincoln is sad.
And that's
Oh, well, there we go.
what happened?
Chris blocked him.
Oh, it was a delivery for me too. 7 points.
For blue.
You didn't see it, so it's my fault.
All right, I'm going to go here.
I didn't do it.
That costs $2.
Here, let me take your $2
You have
for
that.
you.
You have that towel.
No more stretching for David.
Thank you, Mike.
No,
And new
that's
tile
not
comes from in. There's that
bad.
gray.
It's the gray.
And
Do 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 do.
You're up.
Gray.
I'd have been happy to have that a long time ago.
What would you
Not
like,
$2.
sir? Yeah,
Not $1.
thought about that myself.
you and me both, brother.
Ooh, do I want to set up or not?
You have no money, right?
And I'm thinking I'm doing money,
Yeah,
but
you-
I was thinking of setting up for the next turn. But this is so cheap,
Yeah, you
I
have
might
to-
as well do that.
Absolutely no question.
$6.
And I'm going for the 5.
5, 6.
Okay, I will deliver this for 6 points. End of turn.
And Lincoln's out, Nikki's out, and it's just you and me. I really don't want that. Do I really take another $1?
Probably.
You will be last. I will be the start player unless, regardless of what you do.
Yeah, because all my guys, well, the one guy,
That's kind of why I went there.
not. Yeesh. Yeah, it's fine. It cycles.
The good news for you, Link, is I don't give a crap about that gray. So it's all yours.
Doesn't matter to me that much either.
Doop.
And I am going to deliver this
Sure you
for
are.
just 4 points. And back to you. We done?
I'm out.
All right. Most yellows is me, I think, 4 or not?
Yeah. If it's you, then Nikki.
All right. So 2 points for me. 1, 2, and white scores 1. Brown, I have 3.
I got 2.
1.
1. So I score 3. 1, 2, 3. Chris scores 1. Gray.
5.
2.
Okay, most gray.
I've got 5.
I have 2.
Okay, so Chris scores 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Nikki scores 2. Black.
I think he's got 4.
4.
And Lincoln's got 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Nikki scores 5. And Lincoln scores 2. Most ore cards. We
Lincoln and
each
I
have 1, so you each score 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue scores 6. Horses is me with 3 for 7. Who has anyone else have
Nope.
1?
One else has any.
Okay. Trucks is Nikki. She gets 8. White gets 8. I have 1 for 4. Yeah, orange scores 4. And trains.
Nikki and I are tied with 3.
3.
So you guys each score 9 points.
Sweet.
Oof. And that's it. And this is the last round
Okay.
for the Schmingangity. Okay, reminder, every $5 is worth a point. Every 3 cubes is worth a point. -2 for balance.
Do the cubes matter where they are?
Nope. Any
If
3
they're
cubes.
not delivered. Well,
nope.
basically, if you
any
have
3
any
cubes in your mind
right.
are worth a
Right.
point.
Well, anywhere, because if these aren't delivered.
That's technically all in your mind.
Right.
It's all in your mind.
It's all in your mind.
This is going to be tight.
2 yellow would do that. Let me just look. If I do that. All right, I will punt and stop thinking and take $6
All right.
because I don't know what else to do.
Hey, come on.
I took the 2.
Just crinkle.
Yeah,
Me,
for 6.
Your time for $6.
And more black.
These bonuses again are empty
What do you need?
spaces
Nothing.
in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What does that mean? Is
Empty
that a bad
I
thing?
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I deliver these, I will have 7 yellow spaces to fight for this bonus. It's empty spaces,
Empty spaces.
in your mind.
Okay.
So right now
Lincoln's
you
still
have
looking good.
1, 2, 3. You have 4 black.
Mm-hmm.
So you will get 13 points as long as
Nobody else.
no one else. As long as no one else builds 4 more black, because even if they tie you, you'll each get 14.
So,
We will all split the 6, however, because we each have 1.
Right.
do people during this phase of the game not worry so much about getting coal and delivering?
No, because
Or are they just
this
worrying?
space doesn't count for me toward that bonus
left
because it's
you
not
bring it
empty.
up.
Correct.
Got it. I'm gonna do my
I apologize.
Go right there. Go right there.
5. Simple.
Come on, Lucky.
Do we need to refill that?
Yeah, sorry.
No. Oh. No. No. Oh. Okay. I need something with lights on it. That's got lights on it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Done. That will cost me $4. And I will put these back on top in this exciting order. $1 change, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
$4
Not gonna help me.
for a black with lights on it.
Not gonna help.
Come on.
Is that what you wanted?
That thing that Dave wanted.
Actually, that'll work out nicely.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm good with that.
All right, 6. 5, 6.
Unless, of course, the one I want is the next one.
No.
2 gray
Pretty sure it
cubes, please.
Round, you mean? Oh, gray, sorry.
Gray.
And then the top 5 tiles, please.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While you look at those, I'm going to take 10 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Put those back on top, please.
Yes, Chris Johnson.
That's going to cost me $4. And can I get 2 brown cubes, please?
Can you ever?
Thank you, sir.
do what I need to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
And a fresh card. Ooh, that's a lot of cool.
That's a lot of cool. I did that wrong. Oh, I'm so stupid.
Do we need to unwind something, or
Nope.
it's not fixable?
No, I'm just dumb.
Okay.
I'm dumb. Oh, no, I'm not dumb.
So 1,
I take back my dumbness.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll say I took an extra stop on the way up.
Okay, doesn't really matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And that turns into yellow. And 4 by 6. $1. And this fills in Nikki P. $4.
Banker's not doing a good job of it.
Yeah, sure isn't. And a
Wow, that's cool.
it's all coal.
I mean, dark black coal.
Yeah. I know. Well, I have to say, it's one of the few games I've seen where people didn't, like the three of us just kind of ignored it for a while.
It's expensive. Does this matter? Am I going to do it again? I think I'm not. So 7 points for blue, please.
$5, please. And can you put my two guys on the $5 spot?
Where are they? Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's enough.
Okay.
You can but try.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't wait. I'll just do this right. 8, 9.
You can crush the 2 yellows.
No, that takes
it's
two
gotta be
actions.
up there. 10.
Right? Basically, yes.
Ah, that's how it crushes. You
Right.
showed that. Okay.
Right. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's as well as long as we know he's doing that. You could have say 9, 10 and made it a brown and saved the black, right? The order in this case doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done.
I like it. He's going for it.
Crazy.
Oh, I already got the cube. Why not?
$6, please.
What, the money too? What? Oops.
Do you push anybody? No.
1, 2.
Okay. Truck delivery of 7.
7 points. Oh, that's in front of you. so
For me.
it's your
1, 2,
responsibility.
3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
that's-
6, 7. What?
I'm teasing.
Okay. 70. That's
There you go.
just
Nice.
enough. No one will notice.
It's gonna be $3. And a gray cube, please. And I know it looks like I'm trying to screw Lincoln, but I'm really not.
I just have to say once again, I didn't see she could deliver a truck. It totally messed me up. I thought, well, I'll do this. I'll do this for $5, and I'll do this for my delivery.
Sure.
All right. No one else can deliver a truck, correct?
Correct.
No.
All right.
Not at this moment.
That's fine. $4, please. Ugh.
What? Oh, money counts at the end of the game, yeah?
Yes. 10 points for Lincoln. Go ahead and give yourself 10. Nikki P.
I think I'm going to attempt.
You are crazy. Hang on, before you do that. Every one of those you don't fulfill is -1 at the end of the game.
I have a black sitting here.
Okay.
Yeah, if she draws a singleton.
Go
If
for
I
it.
can get.
Yep.
That's what I'm.
Good luck, player.
Thank you.
But you have to take one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's still.
Either way, it's bad. She needs one, or she doesn't, or she's gonna have one she doesn't need. I mean, you know what I mean.
Or, I mean, there's relatively cheap stuff out there she can go get, although she's only got $1, so.
She doesn't have enough workers. There aren't enough actions that she can spend.
Ooh. Dun, da, da, da,
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
That is pretty awesome.
My hopes and dreams.
That is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
And by the way, hex upon me and fine.
No problem.
Fine hex upon me.
So
That's really neat, Nikki P.
That's 1.
I can't say that I like it,
That's 2.
but I like it.
3,
Okay.
4. It doesn't matter.
While you're doing that, I'm going to deliver my trucks.
Sure.
I'm going to go eat.
14 points for orange, please. Wow. I like it.
We'll see. Someone could trip me up, but I,
I like
don't
that little
think
hill.
so.
Well, you only need-
I don't think so. I need exactly these, so if anybody bumps anything up than that, I have a problem.
It's true. Who would do
Well,
that?
no one can go here.
No one needs to go there.
No one
But
needs
no
to go
one
there
could.
as far as I
I'm
can
saying
tell.
no one could, even if they wanted to.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess I deliver.
Push carts.
Exactly.
Oh, this is cool. I'm actually enjoying that move, Nikki P. 13 points for Lincoln. 13 for red.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
God, it's so neat.
Neato. Boop.
1. 2,
One.
3, 4. Wacky elevator move. All right, Chris.
She's got a lot of mix of vehicles too.
He's got a train that he can
Yep.
Right now,
deliver.
it's
So
like
It's-
that's
it's
you
the-
have 3 as well, but
I'm doing good in that regard, but it's this black bonus at the end that's going to be big for her.
I'm
Right.
second on that though. That's nice.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's actually doing pretty well. It doesn't look like it necessarily, but
I'm worried about that. I'm not really paying attention to the minus stuff.
well, as I said,
There's this and then
watch this be crazy close. But my general thing is, and I'll take $1, please, for my last guy, and I'm done.
Can you deliver?
No, I
He,
I
nope.
need
He
an
doesn't
extra
have enough
cube.
guys to
Oh.
do that cube.
And you have exactly $5, right?
So getting
But you
4
might as.
doesn't help me.
But it does block someone else, right?
Right.
Me, who's been messing you around for a while. So
Yeah,
So
that's
it's,
true.
it is your best move.
$4?
Yeah. You actually took a point away from Chris by doing
no, I
that.
didn't.
'Cause you're at 10 now, right?
The 3 will hit me.
You're at 10?
I'm at 7.
Oh.
Get 10.
Okay, so
Okay.
here's that.
Yep.
And I'm delivering
For $3.
my 1
3
card.
points, I mean. 3 victory points.
It-
Oh.
These are 5.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It's a
Thank
5.
you. Nice.
Thank you, Lincoln. And then that goes back in the.
It's because my reading glasses stop at that distance.
Yeah, I have that issue. I don't have reading glasses, but my eyes stop at distance. So I'm doing the whole old man with
None. Go
It's
again,
3
Chris.
bucks. It's just
Although
me.
Chris, I see him doing that. He's
Train
looking above
delivery.
his glasses.
Train
I
deli-
need 5
Oh,
for
you're
those.
very,
8 points for blue, please.
very ahead in the trains now. Well,
All right, here we go.
what could I do?
Me exciting. All right, most yellows. I have 7, 8. I have 8.
Nikki's got 3.
Yeah.
For
All right,
second.
2 points for orange, 1 point for white. Most browns. 1, 2, 3. I have 4.
I got 6.
1.
And Lincoln has
Browns.
2.
So what's that?
So Chris gets 3, blue gets 3, and I have second, correct?
Yeah.
1. 1 for orange. Most gray.
5.
2.
4.
6.
Yes!
Nice.
Lincoln gets 4. Chris has second for 2. Here comes Chris.
Yep.
Most black.
1.
1.
5.
Lincoln's in second.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Remember I told you that was going to get, you got that 2 every time. 5 for white, 2 for red. 2 for red. All right. Or carts. 0.
2.
3.
So Lincoln gets 6.
You're
Red gets 6.
You're red, right?
Yep, red gets 6. Blue gets 3. Horses.
Horses.
I have 2.
I have 1.
One.
Nikki has 1.
Oh, you bastards. So 7 for orange. Or orange. Red and white each get 3. Trucks. I have 3.
I have 3.
8 each for orange and white. Oh, it's going to be a slaughter, I think.
Yeah.
Trains.
4 or 5.
3.
1.
And yeah.
Donut.
Chris gets 9. Blue gets 9. White gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Empty yellow mind spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's just the carts. The
Yep.
one with the man standing in it doesn't count.
correct. I have 7.
I have 3.
I have 5.
1.
Okay, so orange gets 10. Red gets 5.
Red gets 5.
Yep. Brown in the shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
What?
0.
1. No, you have 1.
Oh, 1.
Chris gets 11. Blue gets 11. Orange gets 5. Gray. 3.
4.
6.
7.
7. Lincoln gets 12. Chris gets 6. Oh, that's the last time he'd be in front.
Yep.
This is going to be close.
Yep.
And
Battling
Nikki,
for first and
Nikki
battling
has the
for
most black. I have
second.
1.
1, 2,
One.
3,
Lincoln
4,
second.
5.
2.
So white gets 13. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And red
5,
gets
6, 7, 8,
6.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Red gets 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the minus.
Anybody have 3 cubes for points? No. Does anybody have imbalance? Oh, money.
I have 5. I have 9, but
5.
I have 1 imbalance.
I have exactly 10 for 2
Don't worry about
points.
Give yourself 2.
That's just minus 2.
I
right?
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. I'm gonna tie Lincoln.
I got 1 point.
Oh, I'm having a tie Lincoln. All right. And last but not least, my
Well,
mine
are
is.
they uncompleted?
Oh, yes,
deliveries?
uncompleted deliveries. Oh, Lincoln loses 1 point.
Goes back 1.
And then my mine is balanced, 3 and 3.
My mind is balanced.
How do you figure?
I have 3 tiles on this side and
Oh,
3
I see.
tiles on this
Okay.
side.
Oh, I thought it was this
Yeah,
balance.
balancing the
Balance,
okay, so
balance.
But you're balanced regardless.
Minus
No,
1.
she's 1 off.
All right, 1 off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lose 2 points.
Okay.
And you lose 2 points. And Nikki routs us.
I won.
That was awesome.
That's great.
Yay.
You were doing really well from the very beginning. And
Okay.
this was, I just thought, well, okay, so every time I teach this game, well, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Hey, winner.
Yes?
So tell me, did you enjoy this game?
I hated it. I liked it. I liked the balancing of the carts. I really like the elevator. It's a fun little gimmick.
Yep.
But it's cool that you have to plot how you're gonna get it out. And the clock down here, that was fun.
Yep,
Especially,
So this is the day shift, swing shift, night
right.
shift.
basically.
Especially since at the beginning of the game, you're not scoring for any of this stuff.
Right.
Yet.
You're building toward it,
So
right?
it's neat that it's not everything
Right.
out the gate. I always felt there was something I could do.
Right.
I didn't feel like you were a couple times said, I'll just punt for $1, but if money counts at the end or you're that extra $1 ahead to get like a $2
Right.
cube or whatever, I don't see the harm in that.
No, not at all.
Chris, what do you like about it?
Like I said earlier, there's a good amount of tension. As
Oh, yeah,
opposed
there's-
to a ton
there
of it,
is
but
some
there's
blocking.
a pleasant
Yeah,
amount.
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a pleasant amount of blocking. It's not a terrible thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's only bad. It was only bad on that one because I did not see it, and it was whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not that far out of it.
No, and in fact, guy who's played many times before, who knows what he's doing, guy who's played for the first time ever, and we're right here in the back. And you got hurt a couple of times trying to find the thing you needed. And there was one turn in the third phase where I thought you should have gone for the actions. and,
I didn't
and
think
then
it was going to hurt me.
and then bought your tile. Does that make sense? Just so you could take a worker away from these guys. But had you done that, I think it might have just done something like this. Do you know what I mean? In other words, I don't know that it would have helped you. So ultimately, I think you ended up doing the right thing. But what
I mean, I saw I'm like, okay, nobody's going to be dealing with the horse.
Right.
You know, I mean, somebody will, but it wasn't going to be painful for anybody.
Right.
Right? I was like, this is where I thought the tension was going to be at the end of the game.
You still would have won.
I thought we'd all be
Yeah.
like stressing out on fulfilling
Oh,
our
did we
orders.
figure that out? Let's figure that out.
She still would have won.
So if you don't draw that, is it
Right.
worth 5 points?
5 points. I
So
still would have been okay.
5.
-1 for...
Hold on. You would
wrong
not
card.
have had... Oh, no, you already had it.
Yeah.
You already had it up top, so it didn't change any of the bonuses. And more
Yeah, this
importantly,
didn't go away.
she would have gotten like a couple of points for money, because she would have
Right.
just done money instead.
Right.
And I had my elevator down
Right.
there.
That's why I was nervous when you did that, because you didn't know, because you never played before.
Yeah.
And even I wasn't sure, because I didn't know the math in my head, but I felt like you were already winning.
Okay.
And when you went for that deck, I was like, like, I didn't want you to give yourself a chance to like get hosed by some way. But as Chris said, you were far enough ahead. This is what I mean, by the way, about I've never to this day seen a game where losing 2 points because of imbalance has cost someone the game.
Well, I told her when she was worried about it, I'm like, don't worry about it.
Right.
I mean, because I felt she was fine. I
Well,
mean,
look at this. She thought it was you had to balance black and gray and gray
Oh, I
and
did
yellow and
too.
yellow,
Yeah.
and
I
she
had
it all
still
wrong.
trounced us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't call that trouncing, but she definitely beat us quite handily. I don't think anything.
because I was counting these, I'm like, oh man, I'm off all over the place.
I think if I had seen
Didn't
the
have another
truck
brown.
and
yeah.
taken it
Yeah.
from her, it wouldn't have made any difference.
No.
I think if I had seen that earlier move, the horse or whatever, and taken that from her, it wouldn't have made a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if you had gone for the 8 movement in the second phase instead of the 4, just to block it,
Yeah.
you would be in the same place, but Chris would probably be back here a little bit. He would have lost 2 points of movement. That might have made a difference.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's I love that as long as you have the guys, you can brute force your way into anywhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The only issue for this kind of stuff is because I'm just not great at it. I don't look at everybody. I can't keep track of it. It's already
Right.
bad enough for me. I can't go. You know,
Right.
what do they need to do, and how many do they have left?
Right.
Because it just seemed like everybody, other than there was one time, maybe it was the second phase. You guys were both out of cubes. Maybe it was the first cube phase. I'm like, wow, they're out.
Right.
I didn't realize you guys had spent that much. And it was weird to me because I was like, oh, okay, well then I guess I don't need to worry about anything at this point right now, other than Nikki. But we were kind of we were not against each other
Nope.
on any of that stuff.
I also like that the player that won, and won quite nicely, was never the start player. So start player is an advantage, but it clearly isn't a game-winning
Isn't
advantage.
required, yeah.
I'm here. I was a start player 2 out of the 3 rounds. Now, part of that is when I was done with my stuff, you saw me. I did the money thing. I thought I'm gonna just get that. I ended
You
up
had a lot
getting.
of money.
I ended up getting 4 points out of that, but only 4. So the question is, could I
you
have?
spent that better
Yeah,
elsewhere.
like how many did you deliver at the end? Wait, 1, 2,
I
3,
did-
4, 5,
I
6.
believe I did 3
4.
in the last round.
I delivered 6 total. You delivered 7,
Mm-hmm.
and you had 7,
7.
Nikki.
What?
Of
Yeah,
these guys.
delivery she
Deliveries.
did.
Yeah.
But she could have won with the 6 she had because they were the right 6.
Right.
Right for the bonuses.
Yeah, it was crazy that I didn't even think. I thought when you did that, I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna catch up on that either.
Right.
I thought I was out.
It's surprising how much you can catch up in this game. And like I said, you can deliver there's probably a way you can deliver 5 of these and maybe win, or clearly 6 of them to win,
I
depending
really
on how
wanted to-
stuff comes out.
I really was hoping
Well, it
because I
depends on
realized
5,
I
like-
realized I boned it where I didn't have enough variety of vehicles.
Like if you
know.
do 5 of the one of each, I think that could handily win because you're going to pick up
A
a
10
lot
or-
of seconds. Yeah.
5 of them?
Yeah.
I don't think you have the time to do that. The problem is
You got a lot of stops.
the extra
Yeah.
movement for all the stops
Maybe.
is really lethal.
Right.
But if you were going to try that strategy, here's what you do. You don't assume you're going to deliver any of those till like here.
Right.
Well, I
Don't
did,
even bother the
I
first
did
round
2 of
delivery.
those, and that look at what it did for me.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. Let's say for sake of argument, you get that last one out. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for delivering it.
Right.
Correct. You had how many trains?
Would have been 1 train.
So
Wouldn't have
that
been-
got you no other bonuses. You had how many gray squares?
would have had. Well, I was already.
You were already
gray,
first in
yeah,
gray.
yeah.
So in this case, delivering that, in a weird way, what you needed to deliver was not that. Does that make sense?
Right.
You needed to deliver, if you had delivered this, for example,
Well, it was.
and
I
gotten
think I
yourself
had
2
that-
more
I'm
black
not
space.
sure,
Oh no,
but I
she
think
were
I
already
had
in
that
second
for a
in black
while.
too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was brown
Did you
that
put
I
these
had.
back on top, or did you bury it? Are these?
I buried them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of had let the brown go.
I love that when the tile
didn't
goes
come-
away,
when I-
you think to yourself, "Oh, thank goodness, a new tile." Except it's harder to get with workers, right?
Well, I don't want to
I like
have
that.
lots of the
It's really
same
neat.
color. It's hard, you know what I mean? That part, especially, like the gray did not come up. You know, we're like, whew, both Chris and I needed it because we had the cards, and we're like, oh my gosh, they're not coming up.
Well, the other thing is, first game, I think you just can't pay attention to everything.
Well, in addition,
Right.
You never know how this is going to happen. You know,
Right.
I don't know what got dumped beneath that. Every time I took one, the early ones, it was the only gray in there,
Right.
and I needed them.
Right.
It was terrible, and I didn't really want to focus on it. But I foolishly focused on vehicles when I drew these. I don't think that that's such a priority.
No,
it is important, but I wasn't able to parlay that into anything that first round because
Right.
I was unable to do the second vehicle of that.
Right.
So in other words, I shouldn't have focused so much on that. I should have
Right.
looked for other things.
You needed that vehicle to be another like horse and buggy.
Yeah. Well, it would have only tied me, but that would have been points.
But it would
Yeah.
have been 4 more points as opposed to 0 more points.
Right.
If when you acquire a tunnel tile, that's what this is, and the supply contains fewer coal cubes of the color you need to fill the thing, you may place a coal cube of any color onto each Minecraft on that tile which you cannot fill properly, and does not affect the cost. So if you were to buy this
Gold.
yellow and they weren't yellow, you could put black on them.
Ooh.
I think that would not come up.
It's
Is
never
it only
gonna-
a 4-player game?
And that's
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
as
at
likely
most.
to screw you as to help you.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Interesting.
I've never seen it happen.
yeah.
Yeah, in the 2-player game, you're delivering as many as 11 or 12 of these, right? But here's the deal. So there are, they're in the box somewhere. So let me wipe this for a second. In a 2-player game, you see where it says 2 plus 3 or 2? In a 2-player game, you cover up everything that says 2. So this space and this space are not available anymore.
Oh.
And in a 3-player
I
game,
was wondering
just
what
this
that
is not
meant.
available. Yeah, in the
Here and
2-player game,
here.
it's just the 6 and the 4 for the money. And I played a game with a guy at the 2-player game, and he took the $6, and I went somewhere else.
That's
And then he took the $6 again. I'm like, hey. I'm like, well, he wasn't gonna do that a third time, so I went somewhere else. And then he took the $6 again, and he spent 6 guys, but he got $18 on me because the difference is 6 and 4, right?
Right.
And I'm like, huh. And so it was interesting. It was neat to see him do that. It was like, oh, okay. It's better. To me, it's still better as a 4-player game. I like the tussling for this, and I like having all spaces available.
Yeah.
I think blocking certain spaces is sometimes a very elegant way to scale a game down, but it's also sometimes not as satisfying as having all your options open to you. And same thing, you get rid of a space here in a 2-3-player
one.
game.
And
Yep.
Here.
Yep. And you get rid of
The first one card.
this one in a 2-3-player game. But everything else scores the same. The bonuses all score the same. You have to have one. 0 doesn't count,
Sure,
obviously,
of
as
course.
being in the. But this is a much more interesting.
Yeah, because it's just the delta that matters at that point, which
Right.
makes it way tighter.
Right. In a 2-player game, you want majorities, but you're also happy to have one of everything, just to keep the other guy's majority at a minimum.
Right.
Actually, I knew I was going to say that wrong. In a 2-player game, you don't pay out second place.
Ah,
I did that wrong last time I did this.
that's very different.
So in a 2-player game, you're just going for firsts.
All right.
So I just checked just to make sure, and because I play everything open. The real rule is this: when you deliver something, it goes face down. When the scoring comes, you turn it face up and you leave it face up.
Oh, so it's only that round.
So everything you deliver essentially goes face down. But again, why?
Yeah, that's.
I think they want you to turn it face down just so you don't get confused, and
So
so
you're
you
not
don't,
focusing on that.
so you don't
necessarily?
think, oh, I have to deliver this again. But again, why wouldn't you
Is that
just
just
have,
to reduce some AP maybe?
maybe?
Yeah.
But
Well, again,
that's-
if it's aimed at a family audience, you want to cut down that as much as possible. And this seems to be like between the gamers and the family level.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, have you guys played Russian Rails?
Yeah.
I like that one, but it's
It's deep.
a little tighter for this stuff. Like the worker placement stuff and all that. I really like the game, but it's much tighter.
But let me ask you a question, Nikki.
Okay.
Were there parts in the game where you were looking around at what we already had out and thinking, he's got those vehicles, or he's got that many yellow coal or gray coal?
Towards, when I knew it was getting close to scoring on this,
Right.
I was like, okay, can I take that majority from him or not?
Right.
So I was looking at that.
Right. And
But I also, on the delivery at the end, I looked to see am I going to have enough workers to fight anybody who
Right.
might be delivering this
Right.
card that I'm about to pull for that last coal.
Right.
And I saw nobody else had a horse and cart. I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot possibly be happening this lucky. There's no way.
I think, especially since they're only theoretically face down for the duration of the round, that memory aspect is trivial. So why would you even flip them over? Like, if
Right.
you should be able to have a very good impression of what went over that round,
Right.
as opposed to just having it face up.
But again, just don't, even if it's trivial, why make people remember that
No, I
stuff
agree
when
with
it's
you.
completely unnecessary?
Trivial memory tasks are why bother? If it's a memory game, it's a memory game. But
Right.
this isn't a memory game.
Yeah.
Well, I will give you a tip of my old school Coal Baron hat to you, Nikki, for the win. That was awesome.
Thank you for teaching, Dave.
Yes, thanks, Dave. It was great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You bet.